Jam side. And right away, we've got normal start screen. And we'll see what we have grifted with Pay Me for the Door Repair Charge. So we have got a shuffled Sword Cave. So these gentlemen are going to have to take some time to figure out whether or not they even have a sword available, or if they're just going to be greeted with a blue candle.
The other thing is that means they're going to have to find where level 9 is. We don't know where level 9 is at all.
Yeah, which is very important, not knowing where level 9 is, because with these particular flags, you want to find 9 as soon as possible to see if it's open. In that case, even if it is a swordless seed and it's an open 9, there is a sword available to them right there past the first room. So one of those levels that you definitely want to find. And we've got normal hints, so it doesn't look like we've got any helpful hints available as well. It does look like we do have shuffled enemies, but shops themselves are not shuffled, as we've got the normal 130, 20, 80 in the Arrow Bomb shop. And both these gentlemen taking the exact same route, which is, not a bad route at all. It's the one that I normally take, and we do bump into an any road.
And that also means the any roads are now shuffled from where they normally are.
Yeah, so we got a full shuffle going on, which is a big deal. There's one close to start, but overall, it doesn't seem like they're super helpful. There is one that goes up to normal level 9, but
and that's really nice. That's really nice, only because you can get to this 1K that Jam made it to. Oh, boomstick's on.
Yeah, we do have a boomstick, so that is something that these guys will probably be looking for if they can find that wand. So Saver is probably going to go back and check this Armos, just as JamEvil is doing. These guys are taking the exact same path here.
Well, it's a secret to everybody, and there's one of the 100 secrets.
Makes me wonder if they're going to go back and perhaps buy a candle. It looks like Jam might do that.
That's exactly where it looks like he's going.
Not a bad choice on his part, in my opinion. Early candle does allow you to reduce the amount of backtracking that you have to do, as well as to check it's possible that these are 0 HP enemies. He may be able to just find some bombs pretty quick as well and start making some exploration choices.
As we're seeing right now, as he's starting to burn down the areas near start, and it is a swordless seed.
Swordless. Poor Jam, he's cursed.
No extra candles.
Yeah, so again, not a bad choice on Jam's part in that case.
Level 1 found.
Very interesting indeed.
Remember, these guys really want to find level 9, and this is a 0 HP seed, by the way.
And it looks like we've got shuffled drop groups as well, because that Gibdo dropped a fairy.
Oh, that's a very good hint, a very good point right there. Oh, Saver is right now dealing with the shooting gallery at this point. And second quest enemies, red bubbles.
And shapes. So we've got a nice deal of flags here. No blackout. So a little bit of reprieve for Jam, but swordless shapes seems to be his jam, pun intended, and just isn't able to get away from it. But we do have a raft.
Which means items are shuffled.
Man, what a seed so far. This is going to be entertaining. You have to imagine that they're not going to spend too much time in levels as well, because, again, there is the possibility that 9 is open, and also that might be blocked by a specific item. So finding 9 to find out exactly what you need to complete this seed should be top priority.
And CrystalSaver finding level 1 as well. We find the second of the 100 secrets for Jam. Oh, this is mixed overworld.
Oh man. This is a great first seed. I like this. Even if it is open 9, it's making them work for it. That's all that really matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, we know this is mixed because where one of the any roads is where level 9 is in first quest. There's nothing in second quest on that square.
Correct, and that bush where there's normally a heart container south of level 1 did not burn. So.
And Jam about to get some bad news.
He's got to be like, gosh, can I just get a sword for once?
And the thing is, he could have afforded at that point the book because of that second 100 secret.
Indeed. I mean, I don't know that he's too worried, but yeah, it's one of those deals where you kind of feel bad. But level 4 found here by Saber, and we'll see how much exploring he does.
The way we know that it's swordless is because in swordless seeds, you only get a candle where the wood sword normally is supposed to be.
Saber making what I would say is a proper choice here. Does go to the right, picks up a key, but then immediately backs out and is going to continue exploring the overworld. Actually got a little bit lucky with that opening on the right-hand side there that Jam did not find. So Jam may just bail out here and not find that key, which could play in later on. Who knows?
Absolutely. And just to reconfirm to everybody who's just tuning in, what we're seeing from both of these runners, they're not bailing on levels because they can't finish them. They're bailing because they want to find level 9 to make sure what they're doing in these levels are necessary.
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Why spend the time to get Triforce pieces when you don't need to?
Saber with this swag swordless clip into the side of the bush. That's nice.
I love it. I really love it.
That is correct, Laws. If 9 is in fact open, they do have access to a sword. As per the rules of this tournament, the moment that you get access to the sword, you can use it. And with this being a 0 HP seed, that would be a huge advantage to somebody if they could find it. These guys, again, following the exact same path. It's very interesting.
And we find where the Master Sword is, or rather, yeah, the Master Sword, the Magical Sword, rather, out there on the coast. And the reason we know that's the Magical Sword is because CrystalSaver with 6 hearts was unable to pick up those bombs.
Ooh, what a nasty screen that is. Even with the pause strats, no go.
Should be very noteworthy here that CrystalSaver is one of the few randomizer runners who does not opt for select swap. Oh, the wand!
And the wand is the coast item.
Yes, that's beautiful.
That's kind of a slap in the face, actually, if you think about it. If it's open 9, you don't know that they're going to really take the time to look for that ladder unless they have to.
And if 9's open, there's a possibility ladder could be there.
That is true as well. I personally enjoyed the what we call the mass hysteria seeds, where 9 is open and Ganon is forced. But important items can be found in 9, so you could go through the entire game and be looking for the ladder, and it could be buried deep in 9.
We find level 7 located in the forest.
Oh, and there's level 9.
Level 9. There we go, guys. Is this a Triforce required? Is this a Holy Grail? Is this an open?
Open! Sword
open
available.
9.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Meanwhile, Jam is taking a peek in. Level 7 is going to bail out here. 6 hearts, green tunic, 1 key. Makes it kind of interesting to navigate level 9 here.
So Saber's going to explore a little bit of this level 9. There's a possibility that you could just walk right into Zelda's room.
Oh! Gotta love it. Left-hand doors and Deland Molas, our personal favorite.
And Jam about to find level 9 as well. Remember, this is not Jam's first seed where it turned out to be an open 9. He had one against Fred in the semifinals.
That is correct, and they did find that compass super early just to find out that Zelda was in a vertical river room and fantastically blocked, and what a troll staircase that is. Takes you directly to the left, unfortunately. Fortunately, Saber does have a key, which gives him a bit of an advantage, except I guess Jam did pick one up as well, so.
Gotta love likes that drop bombs.
Oh, and a map!
Name that ink blot. Now, another possibility, and we are seeing these runners smashing their face into the walls. They're trying to see if the second quest doors are turned on.
Yes, indeed. And the red bubbles actually matter now because they will take away the sword that they've gotten, so they do need to pay attention.
Both runners getting the map. Saver popped by a red bubble, it looked like.
And just walks on out. Wonder if he's going to notice or care. It might be going up from that Patra room. That seems to be one of the few locations left for these guys to go.
Yep. So far, this level 9 not giving him much of a way to go. And Saber says, nope, we're going to go right back to start. Let's try this again.
But yeah, as you mentioned, likes dropping bombs is a big deal, as that is a fairly simple enemy to take care of and will allow them to get some bombs really easily. Saber trying to go through the key door. He could have forced the Kinetic key there, but kind of hard to do with blue line molas.
Yeah, that's not a room you really want to be playing that game on. And unfortunately, before he could do anything else, black keys on a black floor, not fun.
Not at all. And we do see Jam taking out with 0 HP bosses as well. Fantastic. Does find a new place to explore in the dungeon here, so we'll see what Saber does next. And he's just going to retry, which is interesting.
Interesting decision. Could that cost him the first dying and Jam finding the Bloomerang in level 9?
Bloomer it is, yeah. That's not a bad weapon either with 0 HP enemies, so... just, I don't know, so maybe he forgot that he could go up here from the Patra and kind of just thought he was blocked, maybe.
Maybe he's just trying to get himself a little extra health so he could deal with those Lamolas.
That is true as well.
But we know Jam's going to be surfing a little more out of this level 9, though.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta hope that Ganon's required at this point, too, because I don't think Jam's going to stop anytime soon, unless he's key blocked.
Or if he dies to Patra.
Yeah, Patras are great. We all love Patras. The spoiler of every run on the planet.
Oh, do you know what CrystalSaver ended up doing? He ended up retrying.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's very interesting. He's back down to 3 hearts. He does know that 9's open. He's collecting, it looks like, some secrets here, and then he's going to go back to level 9 and pick up that sword and have Beam Sword at 3 hearts.
Oh, well, that's a wonderful idea then. I see what... That's a brilliant idea.
But he's doing some extra exploring first, so I'm not honestly entirely sure what his plan here is, but he did do a retry, and I don't know if he did that intentionally, not realizing that he hadn't saved, but he does still have the wrap, so he just did that before he ever got any hearts. I don't know, maybe he's looking for an easy level to maybe pick up a key or 2 in. That would be my guess here, as keys obviously are going to be an issue if you are going through 9 without them, but it has been my experience that level 9 Shapes has been pretty generous with keys, as we see that Jam already has 2 to his name as well.
Well, CrystalSaver finding level 8, what he does in here will tell us what's on his mind.
10th enemy has the bomb. Super helpful.
Ow! Why'd you treat that old man like that? He's just trying to help you.
And nowhere to go in level 8.
Ew, this is a nasty room to come out with.
Jam making good use of that boomerang.
So the question is Ganon required? Because this will change the idea here for Jam, if that is the case.
Oof, 8 red bubbles.
Hi, Bubbles.
Terrible room.
And we find where Ganon is.
Zelda should be in her room. Big hint for Jam there.
About a 90% chance of that. And why'd you use a bomb when you already had the staircase saver?
He's in go mode. He's trying to find... I don't know what he's trying to find. I mean, he's found level 9. He must be searching for a ladder or something, or perhaps keys. I don't know what else he could be looking for.
So the idea here is Jam, with the idea that Ganon was in his room, is going to now be searching anything that goes to the north.
Good old Patra.
Round number 2. And he's able to bomb up. There's this one little room that's one north of him. I'm interested in that room.
And it contains a staircase.
And it's just a staircase. My hopes were unfounded.
We all know that Zelda's going to be in the top left corner, and it's going to require 3 staircases to get around to 3 different sections of the dungeon.
You're a ghoul. I like it.
It happens to me nearly every time. It's like, oh, it's so easy to get to her. Oh, wait. You got to take how many staircases? And another Patra for Jam.
You probably have to go through this Patra to get to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But
no other way.
These things are easy when they're 0 HP.
Yeah, that is true as well. Maybe find a compass? We don't know if drop rooms are shuffled. It doesn't look like they are.
I wonder if they are because of shapes.
Well, that's true. That is true.
That adds a possibility to this. Yep, Zelda will always be in level 9. Where she is, we don't know. But she's in one of those 60-plus rooms.
Yeah, so Saber making his way through here. Looks like he's just trying to pick up a couple of keys is what he's trying to do.
Oh. Well, if that's an idea, I mean, that's a plan that could work out for him.
Unfortunately, these Dark Nuts are not being cooperative whatsoever.
I'm surprised he just doesn't pop right back into level 9, grab the sword before doing this.
Yeah, I mean, he was 1 or 2 screens away. It is kind of odd that he didn't make that choice. I would have to agree there. Or maybe he doesn't realize that you can use it outside of 9. That could be a possibility as well. I hope he knows. Meanwhile, Jam has explored, I would say, close to half of level 9 now. It has not ran into Zelda's room yet.
And being right on the top, he doesn't have the ability to look the normal directions that you would want to look at from a strategic purpose. But this room has promise. Could this be where the compass is? No.
Fortunately, enemies have been extremely generous with bombs, and there have been several room drops as well, so has not ran into any bomb troubles thus far, and we do have a shutter door. How fitting would it be if this particular room were to block Zelda?
That's a possibility, but the door opens.
It's like Patra number 4, maybe 5? It's crazy.
He goes one up. And look at all the fairy drops here. Ooh, well, that one room there on the top there is going to be a one-off room. Magic staircase.
So, Saber picking up a heart container, which completely blows the 3-heart concept out of the water. So, I don't know if he retried and just didn't care that he lost things because he was worried about his key, or what the plan is. We'll have to ask him when we get an opportunity to see what he was thinking. But yeah, level 9 being super generous right now with keys. The Jam's having no problems with it. Oh,
look where the compass is.
The compass being ladder blocked. That's so great.
And, oh, that's a nice place for a Wizrobe. Jam wants those bombs, too. CrystalSaver back in 9. Get out of my door! And more bombs.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Thanks, Fred.
Zelda has to be hiding somewhere in, like, the middle of the map. Because I think Jam's explored the entire upper portions thus far, so...
He would love nothing more to be able to grab that compass, but he can't.
I think Saver forgot that he could go up from the room with the Patra, unfortunately. But using some wicked pause strats here.
And Jam's gonna find that he's already been this direction.
Yeah, map being a huge advantage right now, obviously. There is a room down here that Jam hasn't explored. Maybe it has a staircase. It does not, so no big advantage there for Saber. Again, just bombs everywhere, which has been super nice for Jam. He's never had a bomb problem.
It's unlike most times when you're in level 9 and you're just dying to get a bomb drop and you can't ever get one. That's
Indeed.
the opposite of what Jam's dealing with here.
Yeah, and I'm going to guess, go out on a wild limb and say we're probably going to have to find a staircase to get to that bottom portion in the middle, because that's obviously where she's hiding at this point. So Jam is going to take this staircase.
And there's a staircase right there. Where does this door go?
All the bomb drops in the world, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I know. I wish I had this kind of bomb luck. And there, she is. Cannon not required.
Wow.
And JamEvil takes game 1 of this best of 3.
Quick, 21-12 for Jam here. What a time.
And by the way, that is now the fastest time of the tournament.
Saber going to make a quick forfeit here, and we'll move on to prepping for game 2. So what we thought might be a crazy seed ended up being crazy fast.
And Saber ends up dying there to end up this first game. So this, once again, the best of 3 series. We're using the same flags for each one, but what the flags are, they're random. We don't know what they're going to come up with for game 2. This could be 3 times as long, the next seed. It could be 5 times as long, Agen.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hope that we get a longer seed. To be honest, Jam really thrives in these super short seeds, as we've seen. He's not bad at the long ones by any means, but the more time that you give Saber to play, he tends to get much better. Sometimes these shorter seeds, he doesn't, if you don't make the right play right away, you fall really behind. And Jam just makes a lot of really good decisions with the early game, and that is why he's made it this far.
Okay, time to reset. And with that, we get ready for game 2. I would love to see something bigger than a 21-minute seed next time, Agen.
Definitely. I would definitely love to. I'd actually like to see something with non-shapes. I'd actually like to see mixed quest dungeons. That would be really fun. Or second quest dungeons. But super rare, unfortunately, with the way that the randomizer is coded. We do have a 50% chance for shapes right off the bat. So we'll see what happens. But I would definitely like to see something with normal shapes. Perhaps swordless. Swordless is definitely fun. And mixed HP, because I'm a masochist.
So while we're talking about this, you want to kind of plug your Monday masochistic stuff?
Yeah, sure. I don't always get a chance to participate now because real life is real life. But on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Central, I have what I have started called Masochist Mondays, which contains a plethora of ridiculously jarbled things like Swordless Blackout, one-hit KO, all together at the same time. So if you enjoy doing crazy hard stuff or just want to get better at crazy hard stuff, there is that available. And then Thursday nights, they're at the same time, 9 p.m. Central. There are what I call Throwback Thursdays, and that is it's either going to be Pandemonium, Maelstrom, Tempest, or Mass Hysteria, but kind of harkens back to the old flag sets. None of them are shaped involved, but they still can turn out to be extremely difficult. We've had some Pandemonium and Maelstrom seeds that make Masochist Monday seem like a very tame night. So if you are interested in doing those, be sure to drop by. Throwback Thursday is obviously going to be for the more tame of heart, but it's a good way to get into Randomizer as well.
Also, throwback reminds you of the days when, like last year, up until the tournament, where we were racing flags that had HP shuffle, normal shapes. You had no clue where things were.
Yeah, and it's still hard. Like, those seeds could be so difficult. Even just the Pandemonium. And all Pandemonium is cave shuffle and item shuffle, right? There's nothing else in it. There's no HP change. All the enemies are in their regular spots. All that stuff is the same. And, we've had some 2-hour Pandemonium seeds because they are just so darn difficult. So, it's they're good seeds to play. And I encourage everybody to drop by.
And while we're at it, we also can go ahead and plug the Zelda 1 Discord, where we can find out more about the upcoming races and such. And somebody will be able to link to that in chat. Like I said, this was the shortest time of the tournament. It's very, very opposite of what we could get in Game 2.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with these flags, again, everything is possible. So, we might have a sorted seed and it might be regular shapes, but it can still, again, as I was saying with Pandemonium, it can still take an hour and a half. And all that was is caves are shuffled and items are shuffled. But, inside the dungeons, it still can become difficult depending on where enemies are and things like that. So, we'll see what happens. I'm really hoping for a more difficult seed, though.
If you remember the tournament last year, the average time was around an hour.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And so therefore, that doesn't mean that you're not going to... I mean, those kind of flags, you're going to get a challenge. Anyways, I do want to plug here, if Jam does win, he will win this tournament. CrystalSaver needs this to force a Game 3 between these two. I will also point out that this also will determine who wins our bracket challenge.
Yeah, that's true indeed.
As if Jam wins, Solid Wife wins the bracket picking challenge, and if CrystalSaver wins, that title goes to Tetrally.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. The only reason why I'm even high up there is I picked Saver to make the finals and win. So, I think I have 3 correct picks in that entire bracket, but one of them is Saver, so that's all that matters.
Well, the interesting question was, why did CrystalSaver leave that 9 in Game 1?
We'll have to ask him. That is a very great question. I guess I assume he was trying to find some keys. That's really all I can think of. But it seemed like a very odd choice indeed. As, again, Jam just showed that you could make your way through the dungeon. Shapes 9s, I haven't ever really seen one, again, that hasn't had a lot of keys available for you, either between room drops or just standing on the floor, as Jam showed. He got, 6 or 7 keys, super easy. Bombs were all over the place, so it was just a matter of navigating the dungeon. And with 0 HP and a sword, that's not hard. So my assumption, again, is that he was trying to find some extra keys and, left that way. But I just still think it's odd that he retried instead of saved, since he already had the sword.
Well, let's talk to Jam. Congratulations on Game 1.
Hi, sorry about that. I was waxing my beard.
Fantastic.
I literally was so nervous by the end of that, and I was so excited when I found Zelda that I got physically ill. I had to step away for a moment, but I'm cool now. I'm cool now. There's a lot of pressure on these races, and I just want to perform well. And to have a seed like that where Saver could finish at any moment really, really wrecks your nerves.
Yeah, for sure. We actually saw him take a retry out of level 9 and explore around the overworld while you were still in 9. We'll have to ask him what his decision making was there, but you sped through that really quick. I found lots of key drops, lots of bomb drops. Do you ever plan on having a seed that contains a sword?
You know what? I keep telling myself that eventually there'll be a sword on the overworld, but I think when I do get a seed like that, I'll have found the white sword or the wand before that.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't think you've had one yet that's had a sword. You might correct me if I'm wrong.
Nope, not in the final. Not in the. Not since we've changed flags. Not since the last time I had a sword pickup was on the tiebreaker match.
Wow.
Yeah.
And with that ding, we also welcome in CrystalSaver.
How you doing, Saber?
Moo. That's all I gotta say. Moo.
Rick, I'll let you go ahead and ask the question.
So everybody wants to know, what was with the decision to leave 9 when you did, Saber?
Low on keys and low on bombs. And I sought a wand, so maybe level 1 could have had a quick ladder. Or some more keys.
Is there a particular reason why you retried and or did not go pick up the sword when you were doing your exploration?
We tried to save like 40 or 60 rupees in case I did get the ladder and then get the wand, then get the boomstick, and then murder 9.
Gotcha.
Two main factors, but it didn't matter at all, honestly.
Well, here's hoping to all Tringles next race.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about a 22-minute first game?
Let's have a sword and all Tringles, please.
Sword and all
Can we just have a standard game for once? That's
Yeah.
all Jam's looking for.
Yeah.
Jam just wants a pokey stick that he doesn't have to go to depth of level 9 to get.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm definitely ready for this next one. I'm all set up. I'm good to go. I have a new tracker all drawn up. And, yeah, I wish you the best of luck in the next round, Saber.
Yeah, good luck to you too.
Thank you.
Here's hoping for round 3.
Heyo.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Right. Let's see a game 3 between you two. I love exciting races. Let's do this.